Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Stop Diabetes Insight. I am Beth Grant with the American Diabetes Association.
And I am Carol Dixon with the American Diabetes Association. And I think together we want to tell everybody Happy New Year. We missed our show in January because we had that awful snow that day. So this is our first show of the year.
Right. And again, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you joining us once a month. This year we have lots of stuff on the plate. Looking forward to kicking everything off. We have already actually opened camp registration. Camp is in June, but of course we register currently right now.
That's right. Camp registration opened February 2nd, and camp this year is June 5th to the 11th. We hold our camp at Camp Crosley YMCA in North Webster, Indiana. It's a great fun week for children with diabetes to come and learn how to better manage their diabetes. And you can contact us, or you can just visit our website if you've got a pen and you're ready to write this down. It's diabetes.org/ADA Camp John Warvel, and that's spelled WARVEL. So again, ADA or diabetes.org/Camp John Warvel. No, sorry.
It's a very long URL. So
it's diabetes.org/ADA Camp John Warvel. You can also find it on our local webpage, diabetes.org/Indiana.
Right. And, you know, we do post a lot of things on our Facebook page, and I think there is a link possibly on our Facebook page out to the camp registration also. So, you know, that's always a good default. Just tune into the Facebook page, and, you know, we put all of the information out there too. Other events that we have coming up, Kiss a Pig. We are actually working to secure more candidates for the Kiss a Pig contest. So we'll talk a little bit more about that too. Alert Day is March 22nd, and I don't know if anyone has seen, there is a new PSA that's out talking about prediabetes and encouraging you to take the risk test. So tune in, and, you know, hopefully some of the local stations are running that PSA also. We definitely have some links to that too through our Facebook page. So just tune in there and check it out. They're really creative and, you know, kind of tongue-in-cheek, a little funny. So hopefully you have a good sense of humor, and, you know, just like everyone, we're asking you to be aware and to check and definitely try and catch before it turns into type 2 diabetes. So are you at risk for prediabetes?
Diabetes Alert Day is March 22nd, and we're going to have screenings going on at various places throughout the city of Indianapolis. So check our website again, diabetes.org/Indiana, and we'll have the schedule there for you, or follow our Facebook page.
And we'll update as we know when the locations have been secured and where we will be, and possibly what news stations might be with us that day also.
We do know the Deputy Mayor is going to be there to deliver a proclamation for Diabetes Alert Day, and she is going to be screened as well.
Right.
And that'll be the early morning segment.
Right.
At Walgreens, 16th and Meridian.
So look for us, and you know, follow us that day. We'll be live tweeting and putting stuff out on Facebook too, just to let you know what's going on in the city of Indianapolis, you know, and locally through any of the other cities surrounding Indy. We are asking for people to help us, you know, disperse the risk test.
Right.
So any local businesses or anyone, you know, if your company would like to have copies of this, you can hand them out to your customers or to your coworkers.
We can give them to you on paper, or we can give you a link.
Right. That'll work really well. Of course, our Tour de Cure is coming up this summer, and we have a kickoff event that's going on in February. So if you're interested, if you'd like to come and get more information, again, check out their Facebook page and their website, diabetes.org/Indy Tour. And that'll give you some information about the kickoff event that's happening in next week. Actually, it's February the 17th, and it'll be at Sun King Brewery downtown. So more information about that, just check out their webpage, diabetes.org/Indy Tour. And again, you know, Step Out Walk is our walk that'll be kind of in the fall, August 27th. We've moved it from September, so more information will be coming on that date and that event. November is American Diabetes Month, and we'll have more activities and more information about that forthcoming. Then we always kick off Diabetes Month with our gala. So the J.K. Lilly Gala will be November 17th. And then
November 7th.
November 7th, excuse me. I was still on the 17th for the tour kickoff. November 15th is National Healthy Lunch Day. So lots of activities that we already know are happening in November. So again, we'll continue to add to those activities and, possibly have more activities coming up. But again, always check our website because we have local information and programs that are happening
we do
throughout the
year-round
year.
programs, so always check back to our webpage to find out more information.
Right. Very good.
One of the other, National Healthy Lunch Day is a mission engagement day for the American Diabetes Association. And so we try to rally the community to take part in these engagement days. Well, the one that's coming up on May the 4th is Get Fit, Don't Sit Day. And that's going to play really well into our next following segments here that we will be doing all about physical activity and trying to get people up and moving more. And people often wonder, what can they do at home to be able to exercise without having to go to a gym, having to spend a lot of money on equipment? Mm-hmm. And we're going to learn all about that in our next segment. And it is Heart Month, and so what's better for the heart than some exercise? Exactly. So it's the perfect tie-in for everything.
Very good. Well, we have just one quick slide that we can show you about the Kiss a Pig event. Sorry, go ahead and click our...
There's our Kiss a Pig.
So if you are interested in any more information about that, if you are interested in becoming a candidate, go ahead and email Judy Williams, and she can send you information. There's her email, juwilliams@diabetes.org. Again, she'll send you information if you are interested in becoming a candidate or just kind of looking to understand that event a little bit more. It's pretty exciting. We honor the pig because that is the first source of insulin for people. So... that's our way of honoring the pig. We kiss the pig on
how fun is it to be able to kiss a pig at halftime of a Pacers game, right?
Correct. Center court halftime.
That's pretty unique.
We have a few pictures of camp from last year. And again, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about camp, we are always looking for donors also. So that's something that's very close to heart, and it's a phenomenal program. That's where a lot of our fundraising dollars go. So if you want to learn a little bit more about camp, again, diabetes.org/ADA Camp John Warville. And here's all of our social media. We want you to connect with us online, socially, and, when we're out and about in the community. So go ahead, please like us, follow us, and interact with us. We're looking to, continue to be active in the community.
Send us your questions. Make your comments about the show. We'd love to hear from you.
Very good. We'll see you right back for our next segment, talking about exercise.
When Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
everybody. We are back and we're excited to do this segment today on physical activity and getting some movement. You know, it's winter, it's really cold today, and you don't want to get stuck inside and not do some kind of movement. You don't want to just sit there all day and watch TV, watch those Hallmark movies and things like that, even though it's tempting. So we have with us today a couple of experts that are going to walk you through this. We have Jameson Brock and Enrique Ramos with the Fitness Clinic of Indy. So
Right.
Jameson, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thanks for having me today. I am a personal trainer, me and Enrique, at Fitness Clinic of Indy, and recently we have been going over some good ideas of how to work out at home and how to work out at your office or job. So today mainly we will be discussing a lot of key topics that a lot of Americans know about but want to know more information about.
Okay, so we've got the components of fitness here for everyone. Let's talk about them. Starting with nutrition.
Nutrition, it's a broad word.
It is.
Everyone kind of wants to know about it, but they really don't understand what nutrition is. It's kind of getting that proper diet with those macronutrients, kind of with the fats, the proteins, and the carbohydrates. So being able to talk to somebody about what we need to intake with our proteins, our fats, and our carbohydrates, what are good fats, what are good carbohydrates, and what are good proteins.
Okay.
And so being able to talk to somebody about that is good, being able to know what our body needs to take with that.
And
So,
for people that have diabetes who have to count carbohydrates,
Exactly.
it's very important for them to understand that balance.
that's correct.
Okay. Cardiovascular exercise.
Cardiovascular, I mean, everyone knows cardio. They think of, well, what comes to my mind is cardio is the treadmill, well, or a bike, or an elliptical. It's just kind of finding that energy to get up and to do something to get your heart rate going and get your body moving. And again, people are kind of skeptical with doing cardio because it's kind of tough. So really finding something you enjoy, whether it be boxing, punching a bag, you got some anger problems, you feel like you need to
There you
release
go.
some energy, go punch a bag here and there, and just finding something fun to be able to get that dancing,
Zumba,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Even yoga, you can do some sort of yoga movements that
Yeah.
get you going. Find a partner that wants to do it with you. Being able to have some fun and enjoy that time of 30 minutes or so of sweating and high energy. So,
Okay. How about weight training?
weight training again is a broad word, broad statement. What do you do when you go into a gym, or if you don't have a gym membership, you're at home or in your office? What things can you do to again build strength and get that lean muscle? So we will do some exercises here to show you what kind of weight training
Perfect.
you can do while at home or in your office. So.
Okay. And then what about supplements?
Supplements, there are lots of supplements out there. People are always asking what's good for me to take and what's the best thing for me. And what I have found is supplement-wise is, again, protein after your exercise or workout, as well as some minerals or vitamins. Something like a fish oil or omega-3s that kind of help lower that blood pressure and, again, kind of eliminate some of those triglycerides to eliminate some of those fats. So
Okay.
again, supplements is a big key, but it's not the most important compared to eating correctly, and it's just kind of a thing on top, the icing on the cake to kind of help prevent a lot of high blood pressure and
Okay, good to
fat.
know.
So
Good to know. What about water? The importance of water.
water is big. People think they're drinking enough water, but they're really not. Our body's consumed with over, I think, 70% of water. So just sitting here, we're breaking up a little sweat, kind of talking. We need to be able to replenish our bodies with that water. And again, really having a water bottle next to you, like I have a bottle, being able to kind of instill that in your mind in your everyday routine that, hey, I need to start replenishing my fluids, whether I'm going to the bathroom. I need to come back out and be able to replenish that. And it's not drinking a full bottle right then and there. It's kind of spacing it out, taking a few gulps here and there, kind of, because our body's like a sponge. So once we start drinking the water, the sponge can only hold so much, so you got to kind of space it out, let the sponge soak up the water, and then we get hydrated through that. So
Okay. So eventually it'll become a habit once you just
Yes,
start it and you have it
exactly.
with you all the time.
Yep. Mhm.
Almost get addicted to the water, which is a good thing.
Great.
And then rest. You know, we live in a busy society and we have little time to rest. And some people put little importance on rest. They think, oh, the busier I am, the more I'm going, the better off I am.
Mm-hmm.
What's the truth?
What I always have come from this is I was a two-sport athlete in college and in high school, so rest was a big key for me. And sometimes I didn't realize it till now when I'm starting to dig deeper into my profession and what I want to do with that profession. And I kind of give you the example as a flower. You know, a flower, you water it, you do all the things correctly, you give sunlight to let it grow. But how do you let it grow if it needs a little rest? You need to be able you're plucking some flower petals here and there, but you need to let that plant or flower grow. So it needs time. You don't water it consistently. You let it rest, you give it sunlight, let it develop, and to kind of give it that time to flourish into something great. So rest is a big key, being able to get those 8 to 9 hours. I know it's tough with work and our ongoing lives, but being able to kind of sit down, get that 20-minute, 15-minute nap of rest, let the mind kind of get at ease, and let your body just give a few minutes of rest. And it's critical when it comes to our fast, busy days. So.
That's a fabulous analogy. And if we take time to do that rest, we'll actually be more productive. We feel like
Exactly.
we're taking time away from our productivity, but we're not. We're really enhancing it.
Exactly.
Well, talk a little bit more about the values of weight training and cardiovascular exercise.
Again, kind of touching on the subject again, weight training and cardiovascular, you can kind of tie that in, kind of what we'll do today. You can, rather than having a few days of weight training and then having a day of cardio, we can kind of intertwine those together to be able to get that heart rate up every time we're working out. So again, it's key to incorporate it in your regimen, whether you're just now starting and you kind of, what do I do? Put a few minutes in there to get the heart rate up, and then slow it down, do a little more weight training, and then speed it back up, kind of get your heart moving and pumping the blood through. And again, the weight training increases lean muscle. So
Okay.
when we start lifting some weights, start moving the body more, our bodies are developing that lean muscle, and it then again speeds up our metabolism because we're moving around.
That's a good thing. So it's a residual effect
It
then.
is.
Okay.
It carries off into then refueling our bodies after we work out, being able to put that fuel back in. And that's what's key. Some people want to work out, but then they don't remember to refuel it. So
Right.
you're going throughout the whole day of exercise and you're totally depleted. You need to be able to put those supplements back into your body so you can keep going throughout your day.
Okay. Well, we've learned a lot of excellent information from Jameson. Thank you so very much.
welcome.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, Jameson and Enrique are going to demonstrate some exercises you can do at home. See you then.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
welcome back. Me and Enrique are going to show you some few exercises here that you can do at your home or you can do in your office if you were ever wondering what you can do technique-wise properly and how we can kind of hit the ground running here. So first thing we're going to start off with is our jumping jacks. We have a list of exercises we're going to do, but we're going to start with jumping jacks, and it says 10 repetitions, but for now we'll just kind of give a brief definition or a brief kind of example of how we'll do those jumping jacks. So Enrique, here we go, jumping jacks. With these jumping jacks, we're going to make sure we bring our feet out and as well as our hands kind of at the same time. So again, a key here is being able to get those hands above our heads. We don't want to keep them low. We want to be able to get them up as high as we can, kind of loosen up the muscles, get the blood flowing. The next thing we got is our chair squats. So kind of move away. We got our at-home chair or our office chair. Chair squats. What are squats, okay? I kind of, to my clients, I like to give, what do you do when you go and take a seat? Or when you go to the toilet? You don't go to the seat or toilet and kind of look behind you grabbing the chair. You kind of trust that the chair's there, and you turn your body and you sit down. So how we do that is, again, proper knee alignment as well as our ankles. We don't want our legs too wide and we don't want them too narrow, okay? We want to be able to maintain this posture, being able to stand up and to sit back down, keeping our chest up at all times and being able to drop our hips down to the seat. And we don't necessarily want a fast pace on the way down. We want to be controlled and always have that stimulation through the legs. So when we touch, we automatically come back up under control. Good job, Enrique. Next, we got 10 wall push-ups. For people that do push-ups on a regular, this might not be the best exercise for you. So if you want to stick with those regular push-ups, go ahead. But again, kind of a good way to start for a beginner is just a simple wall push-up. We want to be able to bring our feet back far enough to give ourselves a challenge, but then again, we don't want to be completely away from the wall. So when we do this, we want to bring our hands about shoulder width apart, and we want to be able to bend those elbows out almost to where our chin touches the wall and come right back up. And again, we want to watch the big dip in our spines. We want to keep a nice level playing field from our shoulders to our feet. So when we push up, and then if it feels a little too easy, you can take a few steps back. We'll isolate a little bit more. So from here, be a little more challenging. And again, if you've done these before, stick to the floor, kind of work that a little bit better, okay? Next, we got our few props here, just a few dumbbells, $20 dumbbells. So if you have time to go purchase a little bit of dumbbells, you can. What we're going to do is a few bicep curls. So again, bringing the arms straight up, being able to bring, a lot of people want to use our shoulders with this. Again, you're going to use a little bit of shoulders, but we're really going to isolate the biceps. So with this, Enrique is being able to bring the arm up, and we're bringing the elbow forward just slightly past the ribs, okay? All the way up to the shoulder, and then back down, nice and under control. The next, if you have a band or an exercise band, you can use the band as well. This provides a little bit more resistance on the way down and a little more tension on the way up. So you can, again, kind of work with that and see which one you enjoy more. Again, have some fun with it. Next, what we have is our standing crunches, okay? So what we do with this, we want to really engage our core. And again, our core being our abdomens and our obliques. So with Enrique, we're going to have him crunch. And what the key is here is breathing, and that's with a lot of exercise, being able to inhale and exhale through our breathing. So with this, he's really locked in the ribs, the core is lengthening, and then it's coming back down. So he's really isolating the core aspect, or our abdomens and our obliques. So good. Next thing we got is our dips. And dips, again, are more of a complicated lift or an exercise. Again, if this feels too challenging, you can do it on the wall. We'll kind of demonstrate that here in a bit. This is the more advanced stage. As you can see, Enrique is not completely shrugging his shoulders. We want to be able to open up that chest and be able to push through our triceps, as well as a good weight distribution from our heels to our hands, okay? And from here, you can go all the way up, and then you can kind of bring yourself a little bit more forward, okay? Good. And then I'll kind of give a brief demonstration with the wall dips as well. Kind of, again, more of a beginner stage. We'll bring our hands up a little bit higher, kind of with getting the isolation of the triceps. We'll come down, and we'll extend all the way back up, really isolating the triceps, kind of a close grip with the hands. So you're coming in, getting the nose decently close to the wall, and pushing back out. Good. Next is our standing, again, kind of obliques and abdominals exercise, is our knee crunches. So alternating knee, elbow to knee. So with this, he's again lengthening, and then coming back down and shortening the muscles. So again, kind of getting close to bringing that elbow to our knee. And as we're doing this, we can kind of start speeding it up, getting the hang of it, starting to get the heart rate up, kind of getting the feel. You can even do this as a dance routine, you know, get a little music going, kind of pump it up, get a good vibe going. And I think our last exercise we have is with, again, our props or our dumbbells, is our chair squats with the dumbbell press. So again, you're incorporating pretty much a full body. You're getting our hamstrings, our quads, our glutes, as well as shoulders. And then even make it more interesting, we can even do a curl to a press up. So we can bring the weight down, curl them up, and press. So that's pretty much a full body exercise with everything we just pretty much did. So this would be a good ending after everything's kind of warmed up and ready to go. This would be a good ending point for us.
I'm tired.
Worn out. We wore them out already.
Work me out.
So again, there's a lot of different stages to this. Don't do it to the point where it's fatigued or you're that tired and that you're going to hurt something. We had 10 repetitions to kind of, again, that's kind of a starting point for everybody. We want to, once we get the hang of that, we can then start increasing the amount of repetitions, and repetitions as in being how many times we do that exercise. So we start from 10, you start feeling good, maybe bump it up to 12. And then maybe 12, bump it up to 15. Just push yourself. Don't get to the point where you're so fatigued that you're going to collapse or something's going to be injured. That's our biggest worry. Just do something that feels good and that you're feeling a little bit of a burn. And what we did with that, we'll be able to do that list that we just did. That was pretty much one time through. And after that, you can get a 2-3 minute rest, depending on how tired you're feeling. And then you'll go back through that at least 2 or 3 more times. So really, you're getting about 30, 40 reps of each exercise. And by the time you're done, you should be feeling pretty good. So
Give you a good 30-minute workout.
exactly. And that's quick, short, and you're done to the point. So again, it's nothing too long. If you just have a few minutes, you're on your break, grab some lunch, do your workout, finish your lunch, and then get back to work. So kind of a quick, simple ways to enjoy your lunch break.
Well, we'd like to definitely have a thank you for Jameson and Enrique for joining us today. Just a few really quick questions. If someone does not have dumbbells at home or at work, what are some other items that they could use?
You could, this is kind of something silly, but you could take off your shoes. I mean, they're maybe 2-3 pounds. Maybe add a little water bottle in it, add some weight, something to give you a little bit of resistance. I mean, again, you could do this for days, pump it, but to add a little bit of resistance, maybe get a suitcase, something that has a little bit of weight to it. Have fun with it. Don't feel like you're silly. I mean, you're helping yourself, so find something that has a little bit of weight, and you can do it with that. So
That sounds good. Now, some of the exercises, like the standing up squats and the crunches, when do you inhale and exhale? I mean,
Okay.
those are kind of just some really simple questions,
exactly.
but someone that's just beginning to exercise isn't really going to know
Okay.
when they should.
yeah, and a lot of people, when they first start exercising, they don't really pay attention to that. So again, it's good that we're talking about it. A lot of people want to hold their breaths when they do
Right.
these exercises, and it's big for your body, to get oxygen to the muscles and through the blood. So when we take the inhale, usually you want to inhale on your way down and then exhale while we come up. So it's a kind of one of those exercises, especially with a lot of coming up, inhale, exhale on the way down. So something like that, being able to get the blood flowing, get the oxygen to the muscles. So
Very good. Again, we do also want to just let you know, definitely speak to your doctor before you start any exercise routine. Just make sure that you're healthy and you're ready for it. Again, we just want to thank Jameson and Enrique for joining us today. We have contact information. Do you have a website?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Website is www.fcindy.com.
Very good. We'll also share that link on our Facebook page too, if you would like to see more information or if you have some questions and you would like to contact them. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We look forward to seeing you guys again in March.
Awesome.